this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through how to do your baby cradle. So to do this spin, you will end up in a bicep grip, but you're not going to start like that. So you'll just take your forearm to one side of the pole. The pole should be on the inside of your elbow. And then your outside hand is going to go above just like you would for a bicep grip. So even though you're not starting directly in a bicep grip, you will end up there. So when you end up going into this spin, what will happen is the pole will slide into your armpit, or at least higher up your bicep, because your torso is going to lean across the pole and to the side for this one. The position that you're going to end up in is a tucked position with both knees pulling into your chest, but horizontal to the floor. So it'll be this kind of position when you're in the air, but both knees will be up. So let me show you what that looks like, and then I'll break it down. Okay, so as you can see, I was pretty parallel to the ground. If you're not completely parallel, that's fine. But as long as you are leaning your chest across to the other side of the pole as soon as you lift your legs off the ground. To get your legs off the ground, like most spins, you're going to use your outside leg as momentum. So you'll pivot on your inside foot as you swing this leg up and into your tuck position. Now, because you want to get pretty horizontal and parallel to the ground, you have to think about hiking this hip up and using your obliques to pull your torso up towards that parallel position. And once you lift up, you're pulling your knees to your chest to find that really tight, tucked shape. So I'll show you this again, noticing my takeoff. So I have my left leg out. I'm going to pivot on my right foot. Then as I'm ready to go into it, I'm going to swing and pivot, tuck, knee in, knees together, leaning my torso to the side. And then when I'm ready, I can just step right out of it. With this one, I will warn you that you can go pretty fast. If you don't want to go super fast, then don't whip your outside knee to your chest too fast. You can try and go a little bit slower, but because you're also just really tight around the pole, just because of that positioning, you will tend to go pretty fast in this particular spin. Now, another thing that I want to mention, when you're going into this spin, you want to make sure you don't jump into it, and you also want to make sure that you don't throw your hips past the pole. All that's happening is this motion. So you're starting here, and you're just leaning to the side and tucking your knees towards your chest as you lift your legs off the ground. So there's nothing like this where you throw your hips and then tuck around into the pole. Your hips should stay on the same side of the pole that you start with, so towards the side and towards the back of the pole. So I'll show you that one more time. I start with my forearm on the side of the pole, outside hand just above, outside leg lifts. I pivot on my inside leg as I swing into it, lean across, tuck my knees to my chest, and hold. And then I come out of it when I'm ready.